Hell, he might even dismount Leoborn from picking up the Barbiel. So let's see if that's gonna be a real possibility. Game 1, match number 1. Bigetron by Vitality up against Navi.
We're looking at the land of Dawn, and let's see if Bigetron can continue their momentum to solidify themselves in around the top of the standings, or perhaps we might see Navi bouncing back and find their form in this current match.
We'll find out for sure, man. It's a Brave Smite Valier. Interesting. That is a very interesting choice by Moreno, and he really has been, you know, playing a different game in the last few matches.
It was him who brought the Valentina Brave Smite as well, right?
Yep.
A few seasons ago.
Oh, Finn going in as well. Oh, and Torio got it. Wins it out there.
Well, let's see if this Valier will bring value. But again, yeah, we talked about how it is able to push back the melee heroes. Wow. Afro might be the targeted operation, but that's a tanky Hilda early game.
He took everything, by the way.
He did.
He felt green camp.
He bit everything, and he was able to salvage all the camp's emblems by Bayou.
Yeah, emblem by Bayou. Nothing too crazy here.
Festival of Blood.
The Festival of Blood and the Brave Smite is something that's very, very crazy, actually. The Bargain Hunter. Everything else looks pretty normal. That's just, I guess it's a new version of this Valier. We'll see how it plays out. So he's really just looking for those long team fights. BTR are looking for those long team fights with that consistent damage with Suyo, Arlet. And I guess this is their route of playing Marcel, right? Marcel is very good at just trying to bait out those abilities in the early portions of a fight, using the Golden Hour to isolate people, and the consistent damage will definitely help out. This is also a combo that I think we were expecting coming into the season, right? The Granger plus Marcel combo. We haven't seen it to this day. This is the first time, so we'll find out if it works. And I guess, Valier as well. Those artillery shots in combination with the Golden Hour could really be a problem against Navi.
Yeah, the combos going in full swing, but I think for MPL teams right now playing the Marcel, it's all about, you know, getting those mini stuns and just displacing your enemies when trying to take or clash for a skirmish for a turtle. When Moreno hits level 4, it means he has that anti-CC on the Prey today. Afro.
Touching. That's a frozen moment. Afro figures out, but that's Andoryu level 5. Lynch will be the first one to fall in this match, and that's going to be first blood for Navi. Seems like Cars trying to zone out players, but Amon is here as Andoryu collects the first turtle. Whoa. Take a look at Cars again on the engagement. Finn in the mid lane. Isolated, and Shive picks up a kill. A perfect early game for Navi.
Farsa and Carry would have been the easy answer. BTR took a different approach. Not about the early game anymore. I guess you're gonna have to wait for mid game now. Navi, despite all the bans towards the. Oh, hold on.
Oh, Mars with the outplay.
Is this all BTR?
Yeah, all Bigetron.
It's unanimous.
Unanimous decision. Miracle.
I don't like the unanimous decision, man. You guys should have gone Navi, man.
No more Miracles?
No. BTR won yesterday.
Afro.
Looking to jump on Finn, but now is there to cover, and they will disengage.
Yeah.
Miracle, there needs to be another reason as to why they pick up the Valier. I think just trying to push your enemies back is way too one-dimensional. Do you see another angle where this Valier really comes into play?
I think it's just that, bro.
Really?
Like, Valier is a one-dimensional pick. That's why we don't see it a lot. But, you know, in certain scenarios, you can still pick it up. We've seen it in MPL Philippines. This is the first time we see it in MPL ID. For BTR, again, easy answer would have just been the Farsa and Carry. But I still see the idea. Lynch?
Oh, this is a very awkward positioning.
Uh-oh.
I don't think any member of Bigetron can cover him. That's just a free kill again for Navi.
Oh no. They crumble there, and I think it's going to be the stage jitters for the rookie. But Lynch eating up to deaths as of now. So Bigetron by Vitality, what do they look for now in the early stages of the game? Will mid-game be their power spike?
They're going to have to wait for mid-game for sure. At this point of the game, it's all Navi, right? 4-0 with the first turtle. The second turtle should actually be guaranteed as well, looking at how fast they're snowballing. So, yeah, I think right now for BTR, it's all about scaling. I don't even think mid-game. Yeah, maybe still mid-game. But if Navi get this turtle, and if they get another winning team fight, I think BTR are just going to have to turtle in for late game even.
It's not a good time here. Not a fun time.
Look at Cars.
Bigetron. Cars looking to just zone out as Andoryu will collect the second turtle calmly. All is according to plan for Navi. Oh, Finn looking on the move. That's an immobilization, but again, Navi just controlling the map. That's a knockup. That's been isolated. Golden Hour popped.
Afro?
That's about it, though. And that's going to be a structure top taken down.
That's the TikTok combo we talked about with the Granger. But you don't want to land it on a Hilda, because the Hilda is very tanky. I thought, when it comes to objective takes, Bigetron might have Prio, because they have the pushback, they have the Suyo with the skill 2, and you have the Marcel as well, who can really scout out and apply that mini CC. But it seems like Navi has been able to defy those odds with Cars playing out of his mind.
Yeah, no. The Phobius for sure with the Leomord will have the Prio over Turtle 1. If BTR got Turtle 1, it would have been a disaster for Navi. But what I was not expecting is, well, for BTR, I think the idea was you get the Turtle, we'll try to kite you in the fight, and we'll try to punish you. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. It was Navi with the Turtle win that was expected, but with an instant team fight win as well. BTR weren't able to play their game, and they all got caught by the AoE of Cars, AoE of Ukir. And yes, Cars, that I agree with. Phenomenal so far on the Phobius, really dictating the pace of the game and putting the pressure onto this rookie Lynch, getting outclassed so far.
3-0 and 1. 2 dashes at least to capitalize. Is the Blade Surge counted as a dash?
The Blade Surge counts.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of stacks to be collected. And a first item Thunderbelt for the Marcel, as expected. You know, you want that HP to scale it to the shields. And then you have more defense. The passive proc. And the Thunderbelt auto will be counted. Uh-oh. Nile. Blade Surge for the safety. And now, I think there is a hero that can kind of match the tempo of this Marcel. The Hilda. The Hilda's always there, like you said, regen in the bushes. The Marcel sure, can run around, it can stun you, but the Hilda needs addressing as well.
Yeah, we might have to just rely on Mr. President right now. Mr. President is Eman. Can he do it? Right now, he's #1 in gold, very close to Leomord, though, very close to Andoryu. This should be a perfect turtle for Navi, but BTR, I mean, Niall's 2 levels down. He's gonna go for the stun, doesn't land it. Apro.
Uh-oh. I feel like they just want to fight, right? It's 5v5 now. Cars on towards 2 members. Ukir trying to zone out. That's Andoryu. No, Niall finds the last turtle. Niall, though, in trouble as Shiva finds the kill. Now it's a 5v4 as Bigetron. They run for the hills, but Lynch is stuck and isolated. They got 2 kills, but Bigetron, they got the turtle.
That is surely not worth it, right, Mirko?
Oh, that's not worth it for sure, but it's something that they get, at least. They weren't on the board at all. They were only able to trade around the map. And Andoryu wants this turret. Good zoning with the Phantom Steed. And this oh, they don't get it.
They have,
minions.
They have time to clear there. Been almost taken down, but Bigetron just holding on here. I don't think they can defend this. Oh, now V will not apply pressure, actually.
Oh, Niall is going in on Afro. He also retreats it away, so that's gonna be Afro getting the blue buff, or the purple buff rather, in the hands of Niall. So now the question is, obviously, Bigetron waiting for that mid game before we go any further. We know this by GoPay. This marks Valier's debut in MPL ID Season 17 after last being used 328 days ago by Sans.
When?
During the regular season of MPL ID Season 15 when Onyx lost their game.
Against BTR.
Nah. Onyx lost their game, period.
Against BTR. This should be a free turret though. Phantom Steed as well.
Yeah.
And it will be Oracle purchase for Lynch.
First item.
Yeah. Warrior boots is the choice this game, not the tough boots, and I can see why. There's not a lot of big CC, so you don't need that. You'd much rather have physical defense to deal with cars, to deal with Andoryu in the early game. But in the late game, you know, that's why, I mean, right now, that's why he has the Oracle. He needs a few items to defend against Shiva for sure. He's going to hit like a truck here. He's already on the way to the Holy Crystal, and that lead that the Granger had, that Eman had through just farming, it's
not enough,
disappearing, and he's going to have to go tough boots this game just to stay safe in the backline, as Ukir has been phenomenal on his positioning. He's been able to get the Lancer play on the Crimson Beacon really on point on Eman as well, so extra respect.
Oh, they're pushing the Lord.
Yeah, they're trying to find a cheeky Lord take. They found it, and they have time to go back. Cheeky timing, but the awareness from Navi was, they were snoozing.
They definitely didn't expect it. They were in the lead. They were holding everything on the map. They were pushing. Andoryu is 2 levels ahead, but BTR,
Oh, finds the final slash play, but that's the
forcing.
purify. That's gonna be Shive though. All alone as Bigetron has resources to dive him down. That's gonna be Moreno, just a trade, but they will take the structure mid lane as well. That's actually beneficial for the Red Robots.
That's crazy. I don't know. I mean, hey, again, the easy route would have been the Farsa carry. They took the tough route, and they're executing it so well. It was 6-0, almost perfect turtle. Yes, BTR still have ways to win the game, but
Okay, gold lead.
the way they've won the last two trades, I'll call it trades, have been through out-macroing Navi. Have been through out-maneuvering them with the faster movement of the Marsa and the Suyo. Wow, I'm actually impressed by this.
Yeah. The Lord was completely shrouded in secrecy as well. Nobody knew what was happening, not even us.
Yep.
They were able to rush it down quickly. Obviously, with the Suyo, it helps a lot.
Such an awkward pace that they're playing.
Very, very awkward. And the gold lead now shrinking down to 1.3k. But I think the problem for Bigetron right now is that Aman is not able to get the Skypiercer stacks. That's going to help a lot when it comes to playing the front-to-back game if they really want to go for that. But you can see the set plays, the mini-games they're able to bring with Lynch at the helm, forcing the flickers, forcing the purifies with the final slash. I think they need to capitalize on that. And again, they have choices to really play either front-to-back or either they want to play a Bekoff-style route. It all works. The gold lead kind of dwindling again. So yeah, Bigetron, they do have solutions. And again, we have seen, if you talk about trends, Navi, it has been them always struggling to close out games.
That's true.
This might be the case as well, who knows?
That might be the case. They have a really good scaling pick in Shive, though. And the thing is, Shive, in these late game situations, we saw earlier as well, the hesitation he used as a man force when he was all in by Lynch gave BTR the confidence to go all in on him. I've seen BTR overcommit so many times, I thought it was going to be a mistake, but then it turns out that Shive just panicked, didn't use a man force, and he'd already used the Purify to react to the final slash, so it ended up being a really, really good all-in. They flew together, just like you can fly together with Acecraft.
Acecraft. Love the graphics. Love it. Love everything about it. And now, I think for Iman, obviously it's going to be... It feels like Dewa season 13, 14, where they play with Watt as a president, protect Mr. President, and as of now, the president has a lot of bodyguards. I mean, the Valir can push you back, the Marcel scouting away, the Arlet too, really exerting the pressure. As of now, they're going to try to contest the Lord. Aman is in a position where it is very, very susceptible for him to walk up. He's going to clear the wave and probably give prio for Bigatron. If the wave is going to bounce back, the Lord will be taken.
Adam C popped. Below 50% HP is the Lord. That's going to be Finn popping the golden hour. In the back, that's going to be Cars to run his zone out. Gnarl finds a clutch retry play. As Bigetron trying to disengage. But Navi, they really want to fight Nile now. With a knockup, will not be able to survive as will be the trade as Aman is able to find angles to get a double.
The red robots get online. And with the scraps of the remains of Navi, they want to go more into the backyard of Bigetron. But they're able to salvage the ruins of a broken machine. They get the Lord, they get 2 kills. 2 Skypiercer stacks for Iman, I believe. And this is where they flip the script.
Let's take a little replay here presented by our official gaming phone. Again, Cars, phenomenal job, but that golden hour really shifted the tempo. Again, BTR are just utilizing the advantage they get with this crazy pace. It's such an awkward pace, and Navi, they get so confused. They want to play the normal game of just going for the Lord and, you know, having Cars distract. But at this point, I think they should just go with one goal in mind. They should just, oh my god, Also, Iman got 2 stacks of the Skypiercer.
Oh, Iman though is in trouble. The cover is there, but after all, finds the execution. The force play for Navi now works. Bigetron, without Iman, is trying to disengage, but Navi, they got Iman, they got the clear. Ladies and gentlemen, it's another reset.
22 cold lead, what was that? Was that Bigetron by Vitality biting off more than they could chew?
Oh, for sure. Iman didn't have Flicker. And again, Navi still have really good die potential, right? I mean, with the Leoma, with the Jusin, those are literally just heroes that were built to dive into this kind of formation. So when BTR do not have the flicker on Eman. They need to play it safe. Even flicker on Moreno. I think those two flickers are crucial. They need those abilities to be up, those spells to be up for them to actually take these fights. I'm not too sure if Eman even wants to sell the boots now, right? You can get a little bit more defense or a little bit more damage, but considering how Navi has been able to dive, I think having the boots forever in this game might be more beneficial than a whole other item, just so that you have more mobility. I'd even go as far as to say you might want to swap that out for rapid boots for more movement.
Yeah, you need to be quick on your feet. It's like ballet here, because Navi have good footwork as well, chasing down a man, and again, the dive comp. They need a deterrent onto the dive that Navi has with the Chusin and the Leo Mort as well. I mean, sure, Moreno was there with a wall, pushing them back, but again, this Valier cannot fall. This Valier needs to be always ready with the flicker.
Yeah.
Because it is also very immobile. Sure, you have the anti-CC with your ultimate, you know, to dispel, but the mobility is always going to be a question for both Moreno and also Eman, because the Granger will also be very susceptible when Navi really wants to commit to the dive and if Bigetron do overextend. Mind you, this is a 10-3 game, but the gold lead is very, very close.
Chive?
Looking for
Zaman Force very early.
Yeah. What's done?
Oh.
Chive again! Avoiding overcommitment was part of the problem, and you guys agree. And Navi showing it yet again. Now it's a 5v4 with the Lord up and Bigetron. All they need to do is stay composed, Finn.
Oh.
Look into this relocate there, as now they can and able to focus on the Lord. Lynch finds a stun, find a final slash for Shulkir to pop the flicker down. He goes. Golden hour finds Andoryu, but Cars will not be able to find the kill, and Andoryu and Afro all alone will have to go back, as it looked so good for Navi early game.
Look at
but
this.
Bigetron, man, they are just programmed to win.
And look at the composure from BTR. Even after getting that team fight win, they wait for the 10 second. They wait so that they can utilize the next wave, so that they don't need to rush into the push. They can build up the waves. They can manage the waves.
Yeah, beautiful fight there from Bigetron. But I think we haven't talked about Finn enough in this game. And this guy has very, very been under the radar.
He's my MVP so far.
Yeah, doing God's work, helping Bigetron by Vitality maneuver around Navi. The golden hour has been clutch. Sure, you can't really see combos being played behind that, but the delays, giving space and timing for Nile to come in, steal the Lord, get the Lord, delay the pushes from Navi and their clashes as well, has been phenomenal. Finn the human, but this game he is inhuman. And now the Lord will march in, tri-lane push for Bigetron. They are yet to crack down the mid-side turret. They're gonna work it now. Look at Finn. He's just moving around 42 stacks of Thunderbelt.
Yeah, that's a lot of stacks, honestly, at this point of the game. The rapid boots as well, enabling him to go for more. And look at the way they manage the waves. They're gonna let the mid lane crash first, so that Navi have to micromanage there. And Doryu, not too big of a fan of that usage of the Phantom Steed early. They still have a Lord to play with, and now it's the far lane Lord that they get through. Again, the wave manipulation has been phenomenal, and now the wave in the bottom lane is still going to crash. They might get all three base turrets.
Looking for a flank angle, but the mid lane structure won't fall. Navi will lose two important base turrets, and Bigetron, if they're playing it patiently, like they want to have the final base turret here.
This is impeccable by BTR. They're going to have two waves that are crashing down in the bottom lane here. So one can bait out Endoryu's Phantom Steed. If Endoryu bites, which he doesn't, fortunately, if he bit on that wave, then the second wave would be used to get it. But again, Navi, this time, they learned from that mid lane base turret at least.
Wow. Look at where Finn stands. He is very brave, taking space and control of Navi's jungle. And now for Navi, obviously a little mishaps, again, overcommitments like we said pre-match. We thought it was going to be Andoryu. It was Sive doing God knows who, pushing mid, trying to get an assassination, I think. But for Navi, what do you think they have to do now, Mirko?
Right now, okay, this is going to sound harsh, but the guy that they need to rely on is Shive. This is the point of the game where you need your gold laner to shine. Unfortunately, I think we've seen the last two plays that Shiva have made. the hesitation around mid-tier 1 and the... I don't know what to call the last one. Because that was just ridiculous.
Overzealousness?
He jumped onto 3, popped Zaman Force, literally just gave the win condition over to BTR. Item-wise, something that I expected earlier that wouldn't happen was Eman selling the boots, but he has sold the boots for a VOD, so he's expecting to just deal damage. He's trusting in the team to peel for him and for him. Finn, Lynch, Moreno, they're all gonna have to be on guard duty.
Yep. I mean, the peel is there. Again, it's gonna be Protect Mr. President is the name of the game. Gonna try to burst down the Lord. Navi is here to entertain Bigetron.
Yeah, they gotta bait this Zaman Force.
Navi looking to pull the trigger first. Lord will be reset. And Bigetron, oh, take a look at Suyo top. Looking to find a cheeky little ninja push. But Navi now, they can't commit.
Nile?
That's a golden hour pop. Now Cars now
at
trying to
Nile,
look forward,
Nile.
on towards Amon. Take a
gonna
look
end.
at Nile in the mid lane.
No.
With the fast clear. Leo Mord is looking to find the clear. But ladies and gentlemen, Bigetron playing the macro game again. Showing quality, showing class.